Well, I'm running here in Universal. It's been sort of difficult to get out of the resort, so trying to come along here, find a sidewalk, find somewhere to go. But maybe I found something. It looks pretty good. Sorry for the shaky footage. All I got is a cell phone. Back we go through the forest. This is a pretty good path, and I think that other one will be, but I don't know how far my long run's gonna end up being, because wow, is it hot and humid.
Hey everyone, before the three of us get busy talking about our past week in training, I've got a special guest. My good friend Chris from the YouTube channel, That Running Guy, is going to do a special talk for us here. He's going to talk about 5K and 10K training, especially for you masters runners out there like me, who may need a little guidance in how to achieve your goals.
Hi Dev, thanks for having me on your channel. For those who don't know me, I'm Chris, I'm 46 and I have a YouTube channel called That Running Guy. And my goal is a 5-year goal to hopefully run for England as a Masters runner, probably in my 50s because I'm 46 now. So long-term plan, but we will get there. Right, so Dev's asked me for a tip on 5K training. So we all know that everyone seems to kind of lean towards kind of interval sessions, whether that be a progression run, a threshold run, intervals, hill work. But obviously all these things come at a price, especially the intervals, and that's the risk of injury. Obviously as a Masters runner, there's something that we need to be very careful of. So I am a strong believer in 80-20 training, which is 80% easy, 20% obviously harder. It just minimises the risk of injury and just gives you a better chance to obviously kind of build that base. So my number one tip is endurance, just easy running. We can do the speed sessions, as I mentioned, the 20%, but it is just about building that endurance and that aerobic base. Because when you're running a 5K, it's about 90% aerobic event. So basically means endurance. So to increase that endurance, you just need to increase your mileage, get out there more, running more, build that bigger base. And then when you're ready, obviously you can sprinkle in the kind of, the speed sessions. So it doesn't mean that you have to run your long runs at a tempo pace or any specific pace other than easy. And easy is a conversational pace, maybe your math tone pace, which I use just a basic formula of your 180 minus your age, and then run around about that kind of heart rate. I know it's not a magical formula, but it's just a guide. So my advice to you is, if you want to run a faster 5K, which I actually kind of proved to myself, June 2019 to June 20, was my first sub 20 5K, and then a year later I ran my first sub 18 5K, and that was with no interval work, because basically what I was doing was 50-mile weeks, consistent running, week in, week out, and just sprinkling in the 20% of just threshold runs. Or it could even be a tempo run, because we're all different. I've tried the math tone, but unfortunately it doesn't work for me because I'm what you call a time chaser. Always looking for times, always looking to run fast. So it is difficult, but it will pay off. So all I say to you is just concentrate on the easy runs, and the most important run of the week is your Sunday long run. So hopefully I'll see you soon on my channel, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we've got Jack, we've got Michael, and I'm still here. So we're going to give you a rundown of our past training week. And as you have seen already, Michael did some running down in Florida. He got some heat training. So he's just getting stronger. This is going to be awesome. And I'm glad to say that we'll let Jack go into more detail, but he's well on the mend from some IT issues. And the only other thing I want to say very quickly, folks, you're going to have to put up with us for an extra week during this series because as a result of our various situations, we've decided that we are pushing our race day back from December 5th, 2020, all the way back a whole 7 days. And we're going to do this on December 12th, which is a Saturday. And that should have two benefits for us. Number one, hopefully cooler weather. Number two, we all get that extra weekend to perform for you, hopefully a little bit better. So with that, Michael, please take it away and let us know how your past week of training has gone.
All right. So my training was a little weak, I guess you'd say, last week, but I did get 5 runs in. I think I had about 23 miles last week. I went to Florida with my wife for a work conference that she had. So I did get a little bit of running in down there. And then I actually got a pretty good workout here before I left. So I'll go ahead and let you guys see that. So I ran a 5K tempo workout. Can you see it, Paul?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah, I ran a 5K tempo last week on the new park here, the park loop here, and had a pretty strong workout. I ran a 5K in 21 minutes, 22 seconds, so it's a little bit faster than my last attempt. Looks like my splits are 6:45, 7:02, 6:50.
That's awesome. That's
It was
awesome.
hard,
That's
but
so
I did
great.
feel pretty strong.
I think that's exactly the time you ran during the last time trial, isn't it? Like down to the
It's
second.
within like 2 or 3 seconds.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I know we're all going to try to get through this in a hurry, but let me just ask you this. Where you ran this, obviously that wasn't like a 400-meter track. Like you said, it was on a park. And was it like dead flat, or were you dealing with hills to boot?
It's pretty flat. I think according to Strava, there's like a 5 feet difference in the elevation difference, 5 feet in the loop. So it's about a 1K loop. So it's really nice. So you can do five loops and an extra couple. I mean, we're talking like 50 feet maybe, and then you got a 5K.
Yeah, gotcha. So that's nice, just for ease of reference without having to stare at your watch the whole time.
Yeah. But yeah, it's nice to have that, and it's only about half a mile from my house, so I just run over there and then.
Even better.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So from the sounds of it, you said you went 23.5 miles this week. So I'm assuming that means that the long run became a short run?
Yeah. I only went 5.5, and I ran just around the resort there in Florida that we were at. So I ran really slow. It was hot. It was in the 80s.
That'll do you a lot of good, though. I'll tell you what, I learned that from experience during the last time trial buildup. Just running in the heat really does you a ton of good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. As far as my week, it was pretty simple. I did get one workout and about 23 miles or so. So a light week, but hopefully we'll get after it this week.
Cool, man. So yeah, that's perfect. It's almost like had we known that we were going to add that extra week, that what you just did this past week is like a perfect holding pattern, so that you could almost like start again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's perfect. So cool. So Jack, I'm going to bounce it to you rather quickly here, and please give us an update. Tell everybody very quickly what it is that you are suffering from and how the road to recovery is going.
Yeah, just Paul, thanks. I've just had a little bit of trouble with the IT band recently, actually on the upper side, where where it meets your hip, the hip bone, where that muscle, that ligament there. So been kind of dealing and put some nags on it for the last, oh goodness, few weeks, and then thought we had it healed, or at least on the way back. Went off for a really easy run last Monday, and it really kind of pushed harder than I thought, and it went a little overboard. Spent most of the week on, well, 2 days on crutches, and then the last 3 gradually able to walk again. So, but miraculously, I'm forced myself to take good care of this time. Forced rest. Had no activity at all last week from Tuesday all the way through this yesterday.
Okay.
Began some light swimming yesterday and this morning. The leg is feeling pretty good. Medication is I'm starting to take less of the pain. Swelling inflammation is decreasing. So like I said, I see a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel, and hopefully make some good progress this week to start some light form running within the next.
Glad to hear it, sir. Glad to hear it. And,
Thank you.
just continue to take it easy. I would
Yeah.
ease into this week and just see how it goes.
Yep.
And, you get yourself to a point where you're feeling stable, and then you can go after it. But yeah,
Yeah.
just take it easy for now.
Absolutely.
Cool. So everybody, my week was the usual 7-dayer. Monday and Tuesday were easy days. I went 6 easy on Monday on the roads, 7 easy Tuesday. Believe it or not, Wednesday I was still feeling, for whatever reason, maybe the old man thing is starting to kick in a little bit too much for my taste, but even Wednesday I was not feeling it. I had the intention of heading to the track to do my intervals, and I went out the door. I was going to run to the track, and by the time mile 1 was over, I knew this was not going to be my speed day, because I was dragging bad. So much like last week, Wednesday became a 3rd easy day in a row. So then Thursday, I got on the treadmill, did my 10 sort of middle long run with speed. It was almost a perfect carbon copy of what I did as my speed middle long run last week, where I ramped up to 8.8 miles per hour, and then incremented. Every mile went up another 1/10 of a mile per hour, but the last 2 miles I moved a little bit faster this time. I did a half a mile at 9.5, half mile 9.6, half mile 9.7, half mile 9.8, and then collapsed. So I definitely wore myself out pretty good Thursday. Friday was an easy day. Saturday became my track day, and I did 6 by 400s and then 4 by 600s. And it was a pretty phenomenal day Saturday. I ran, I think I've got this in my head. I ran a 79, 79, and 80, a 79 and 80, and then I blew it out with a 76. And then for the 400s, I'm still learning what I'm capable of, or I should say on the 600s, the 4 by 600s. So I started out, I think the first one I ran in 2:13, and then with each successive one, I worked it down to, I think the last one was run at 2:07 or 2:08, somewhere in there. So I was happy with it. A strong performance, I think. And then Sunday, I went out and ran a 17-mile long run. Slow, at easy pace, but just to add a little bit more of a challenge to it, I chose a really, really hilly course. So there was just tons of vert in that run. Even though I did take it slow, I think it probably did build some strength. So, so I'm happy with the week. I think I hit 63 miles on the week. So now that we've got this extra week for our training, I will attempt to hit 65 or 66 this coming week. And that's really it for me. So I think everybody's poised to have success this coming week. Guys, if there's anything you want to add about what your plans are for this coming week, or anything else that's on your mind?
Yeah, I'm probably I hope to get a good solid long run in this weekend. Already started the week off, but I am a day behind in my schedule because I was traveling home yesterday. So we'll just see how the week pans out. But I will get that long run for sure.
Cool. Glad to hear it. And Jack, I know you're itching to get out there. Just take it easy. It will come. I know it's. I've been there. I've been in the injury seat before, and I know how frustrating it is when you just want to get out there and kill it.
Yeah, this week, Paul, just gonna just get out there and find some ways just to get the stamina, work at getting that stamina woken back up, pool to ellipticals, anything that could can really get the heart rate up, but keep the impact off the leg, primarily the next couple of days, and then gradually, as you alluded to, feeling once you start feeling stable. And I think when we all been through these kinds of things before, when and so that's kind of what I'm waiting on, that sign now. And so once we get that way, looking forward to kind of start getting back into a normal routine that we're used to on the calendar.
Glad to hear it, sir.